when I do non-refundable EMD, it's non-refundable EMD. And if my buyer breaches, that money is mine.
You talked me through a situation where I was having problems getting rid of a contract, and the Northwestern rep kind of pulled it out under my feet at the last minute. And you told me to not take it personally and just remember that everybody's doing the best they can. And that really hit home. So we went back and we renegotiated with a different buyer. And the JV partner who I found through Astro Flipping and I are splitting $5,000 together.
And you're making money from that.
Thanks to you. I was pretty upset before speaking to you, and after talking to you, I just realized you're 100% right. And I reached out and I just said, listen, this is what we can do, and it worked out perfect.
It's so funny when we get out of our own way.
Yeah.
Isn't it? Like just for instance, the conversation that I had with Adam, it was about $14,000 in EMD. A buyer had deposited $14K of EMD, but he's in a city where you require mutual cancellation in order for EMD to be released. Oh. And so I said, first and foremost, for any of you, find out, here's a task for all of you, write this down. Okay. Write this down. Call your title companies tomorrow and find out if your buyer does not perform, if your buyer is in breach of contract and doesn't perform, does your title company require a mutual cancellation in order for you to have the EMD released to you? Okay. If they do, ask them, what verbiage do I need to add to my contract for that not to be the case? Because when I do non-refundable EMD, it's non-refundable EMD. And if my buyer breaches, that money is mine. So I need you to enforce that in the contract, because that's your job as a title company, is to enforce the language of my contract. So what language do I need to add to my contract in order to make sure that if a buyer does breach, I get my EMD without having to go to arbitration for it? Hey guys, don't forget to subscribe. And here's a quick word from our sponsor. This video is brought to you by PCS. Do yourself a favor and make sure you have proper corporate structure. Click the link in the description to make sure that you're not just a person, you're a business. Now stop watching me and go watch me. So what Adam asked, he's like, he really wanted to duke it out over the 14 grand. And I said, dude, you're going to go to arbitration. You're not going to get the 14K. Best case scenario in arbitration, they split it. They go 50-50, right? They said, okay, well, you're both right. You're both wrong. Half of it goes to the buyer, half of it goes to the seller, move on. But I said, in the end of the day, you're going to breach the contract on your seller because of this fight. And you're not going to sell this deal to another buyer who you could add value to. So why are you focusing on the EMD? Instead, what you should do is go get an extension on your inspection period, so you have longer time to go resell the deal. Go resell the deal, get your new buyer's EMD in, cancel out your old buyer, let him have his $14,000 back, and say, I learned a lesson. I won't be doing business with you any longer. I don't do business that way anyways, but I'm not going to be the guy that's going to sit here and fight with you over $14,000. I'm bigger than that. So that was the advice I gave him. And so this is a little piece for all of you guys, because I did have that private conversation. I didn't want to have it to be greedy about it and not share it with you all. So make sure you all have taken that down and talk to your title companies tomorrow. That's your task. John, you, my man, got out of your way and made $2,500 because of it. Yes. And that is beautiful. Beautiful. Thanks for watching another one of my YouTube videos. Now it's your turn to go out and take some action. But before you do, like and subscribe to my channel, because the law of reciprocity means you owe me, bitch.